Okay, so I'm going to keep this pretty short and sweet. I say that all the time, and then I talk for 20 minutes. But not this time. This just isn't for me, you know? That's all that I can really say. It feels like I'm watching a different show. As I said in the reaction, it feels like this is an anthology with the same actors, but it's a completely different show. I'm not interested in a single thing that's going on. I hate to be so blunt about it, but I mean, I just want to be honest. Like, I'm not interested in any of it. There's nothing in this episode that intrigues me. I will say that I did start almost kind of coming around to, what's his name? Hornsby or whatever. Until that final scene, I was kind of wondering, well, maybe he is a good guy. And so they kind of got me with that. But that doesn't necessarily mean he is a bad guy, necessarily. I mean, everything that he said was what we all expected, what we all assumed. And of course, if you were privy to the spoilers that were unavoidable, most of us knew that the actress who was playing Stephanie was not the actress who voiced Stephanie. That's Max, the actress who's playing Max. And so, from the very beginning, I think most of us were aware that Stephanie wasn't Stephanie. But I was kind of hoping that it would be subverted and that, she was recruited to fake it with Eugene, but actually fell in love with him. And, I was kind of thinking that she was, forced to leave. I was kind of hoping that was the case, that she was forced to leave and that she really did. Because I want Eugene to be happy. I mean, I have to say that, Josh did such a great job in that soliloquy he had. I mean, he was so good and heartbreaking, and I love Eugene and I want him to be happy. He deserves to be happy. And so I'm, maybe with the real Stephanie showing up, maybe he will get that happy ending. I hope. But I was pleasantly surprised that they wrapped it all up in this episode, that it didn't stretch out. And I think you can tell that the show is very aware of the fact that they don't have a lot of time. And that's, both good and bad, but I feel like you can tell that they aren't stretching things out in the way that they may have in earlier seasons. So I'm glad that this was all laid out, all solved, and the real Stephanie revealed herself and everything in this one episode, and this isn't going to stretch out for, the rest of 11B. So, but do I care? Other than the fact that I care about Eugene and want Eugene to be happy, no. I don't care. I'm not interested. And, damn. It wasn't bad. This was absolutely not a bad episode. It just isn't my thing. And as I also said in the reaction, I was very confused about the choice to not subtitle the dialogue between Connie and Kelly. That doesn't make any sense to me. Usually when a show or a movie chooses not to subtitle, it's because they want us, the audience, to feel a sense of disconnection or confusion, we don't really know what's going on. But that doesn't seem to be the case in this episode. I really wanted to know what they were saying, and I could kind of get the gist of it, but I really needed subtitles to fully understand. And I just thought there was quite a lot of dialogue that should have been subtitled, and it was just a very bizarre choice to me. Maybe it maybe that's just because I'm watching on Amazon Prime. Maybe that's an Amazon Prime thing. Like, I don't know. But I mean, we haven't had that in the past. So that was a little odd. I do love Connie and Kelly as a investigative journalist team. I think that's really cool, but I'm not really interested in what they're investigating. I hate being so negative. I really do. It's like, I didn't hate it. It's not like, oh God, I hated this episode. It was terrible. I wasn't even bored. I was just watching it like, okay, cool, fine, all right. But it just didn't do anything for me. So that's all I got. But I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. So please let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, because I'm very curious if other people are feeling the way that I feel, or if they're like super into it, because that's cool. You know, that's awesome if you are. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.